I hope you are. I hope you are after the service. Still glad. The picnics last week was so much fun. Let's hand for Debbie McDonald and her crew for the picnic. I had a good time. You know, I really, everything has to do with me and whether or not I had a good time, and I had a good time. Gourmets for God has finished up, as you know, and the winners for each of the items have been contacted by phone. If you'd like to go ahead and make a payment for what you purchased, you can do so back at the service station. Karen Koblenz is back there. If not, perhaps in the next couple weeks, because I know we're looking to get the money in from that quickly. The Youth and Family Ministry, once again, is looking for support for the teens. Next week, which is June 24th, we're going to have an Italian, let me tell you, Italian lunch. Okay, some pasta, some salad, probably, guess what kind of dressing? Italian dressing. They're going to have some bread, too. $7. Pretty good, pretty good. Please support the teens. Also, we always have those donuts for sale. So go ahead, look at them in a new light. These are gluten-free, sugar-free, and calorie-free donuts. Please buy one. The blood drive is coming up. Each month we honor a community service, and the San Diego Blood Drive will be here with their truck next week on July 1st from 7:30 to 2:30. There are flyers in the back. If you have gargantuous veins, please plan to give in this way. You will support many others. The sound meditation with Deep is coming back, and it is on Monday evening starting June 18th, 6:30 to 7:30. Please attend. This experience was very popular before, and we're hoping that people will attend this again. So that's it online. Happy Father's Day. I hope you will enjoy the flower that you received from several of our people in the congregation to honor you, and also to honor all men that are here today. Reverend Tammy's Wednesday service is entitled Surrender the Dream of the Dreamer, and Rick Henry will be the musical guest artist. So please have a welcome. Help. I got all that way without my denture slipping. All that way. Please help me welcome Reverend Tammy Mars, practitioner Michelle
First came the moon, which reflected the sun. Then together the sun and the moon bore the earth. Earth in degrees, sighed the winds, cried the seas. Mother Nature indeed had a glorious birth. Mankind is a child of the sun. Mankind is a child of the sun. Just as just the weight of the earth. It can brighten your blues if you just give it a chance. Unleash your soul to the sun and behold how restored you will be after one sunlit glance. Mankind is a child of the sun. Mankind is a child of the sun. First came the moon, which reflected the sun. Then together the sun and the moon bore the earth. As you arrive at the truth that's inside, you will see finally you're the child of the sun. You will see finally you're a child of the sun.
And I rejoice. I rejoice in knowing that I am a child of the sun. I am a child of the universe made up of stardust and infinite glory and possibility. And as I know this for myself, I know it for each one here, that we are drawn here by spirit, by the magnetic oneness, creation, life that is God, created in the image and likeness of perfection, of health and beauty and prosperity. I give thanks for this day. I give thanks for this home, for this sanctuary, for this service, knowing that we are filled, that we are enriched, that we are blessed by the service, by the music, by the voices, by all that has conspired to bless us here today. And so dwelling in that space of oneness, of gratitude, dwelling in the space of knowing that all is good, I take a moment now to dwell in the silence, to feel that spirit, to anchor in that consciousness. As we become aware, awake, and alive for the service that flows out today. So please join me in that silence. Holy, 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 all is well, and so it is.
How beautiful. Thank you, Michelle Tiernan, one of our licensed practitioners, and Reverend Fran, our artistic director here at Seaside. So, feels good. Maybe we'll just stay here. Seaside's vision is to be a spiritual nexus that inspires people to live their divinity. And our purpose is celebrating our divinity, loving our humanity, and serving our community. And all of those things we do when we think about what we're going to create as far as events and programs and messages. It all focuses around that, that's why they have me telling it to you every week. It's important. So whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. We are an open and inclusive community. We believe that all paths lead to God, so we honor all religions. Please know that there are classes and a class called Basic Beliefs that can get you up to speed very quickly on our teaching and what it's about. But each Sunday we gather here to really celebrate our oneness and to know our connection with each other. And so knowing that, please greet your neighbor.
Please remain standing. Time for our congregational song. This morning we're singing Holy, Holy Way.
All right. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me care for those around the world.
Let me care for those around the world.
Oh, let me care for those around the world.
Let me care for those around the world. me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Carl. Our reading today, I'm going to be reading in a holy, holy way. Get it? It's a tie-in with the song. It's called a segue. It's from the book, The Secret of the Shadow by Debbie Ford. So I'll be doing this reading and then going into prayer. So if you'd like to settle back and listen, that would be great. The section of the book is called Embracing Your Magnificence. In order to feel safe enough to bear our gifts, we must give up judging ourselves and give up judging others. We must allow ourselves to stand naked without our stories, without our past, without our judgments and justifications. Only then will we know our true essence, and only then will we feel the deep peace of being aligned with our highest self. Then we can relax, let down our guard, and bask in the glory of our own magnificence. The world needs you. Have you noticed that you're needed? Have you noticed that the world could really use your help? I'm talking about you, the part of you that longs to make a difference. It is time to let your secret emerge, to mix your recipe, to bake your cake, and come out. Join the party. You have discovered your magnificence. So step into this expanded self and express your highest good. Allow your eyes to close, coming fully present to this time and this moment. The presence of God is here and in and through each and every one of us. And as we claim that, we sink deeper and deeper in love with the beloved. Knowing that this divine presence that works in and through all things, works in and through my life right here and right now. I know that I allow my magnificence to be revealed to me. I stand ready in this present moment to know the truth of my being. I know I have the willingness to take that truth and fully express it in life. I settle in and bask in the flow of my magnificence. And that is not enough. For I must take that magnificence out into the world. I must give of my gifts and talents, for that is my job, and that is why I was sent here. I am so grateful to know I am ready to join the party. I am ready to fully express my magnificence. What a joy. And so it is.
Wonderful words by Reverend Lori this morning, and already Reverend Tammy. We have a wonderful guest this morning. I'm over here doing some double duty this morning, but that's what we do, huh? We're just right there. Happy Father's Day, everybody. We have the beautiful Nadine Risha with us this morning. She wanted me to let you know that from ancient world chants to inspirational pop music, Nadine travels the globe, anchoring love through sound. She sings in such places as Egypt, India, Peru, China, and Malaysia, along with spiritual centers across the United States. This morning, it was magic. It was truly magic, and you're in for a real treat with her this morning. Please she has CDs available after service. Please put your hands together for Miss Nadine Risha.
Many nights I prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. But now we're not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe, somehow you will. You will when you believe. In this time of fear, when prayer is so often filled with pain, hope seems like a summer bird too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe, somehow you will. You will when you to give in to your fears. But when you're blinded by your pain, can't see your way straight through the rain, a small but still resilient voice says hope is very near. When you believe, though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe, somehow you will, somehow you will. will when you believe.
Wow, thank you. That song and the song she'll be singing after this is both on a CD that she has for sale. So do take her home with her. What an incredible woman. What an incredible voice. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hello, everyone. I'm Reverend Tammy Mars. It's my joy to be with you here today. Reverend Christian's in Costa Rica, and now that we're live streaming, he's probably peeking in on us. Hi, Christian. All's well. Before we used to just tell him, oh, it's fine. Now he gets to see. So it's my joy to be with you here today. Happy Father's Day to you wonderful, wonderful men. I can't tell you how much we love you. We appreciate you. We see your glory. We see your magnificence. Thank you for all that you've given to all of us and just that wonderful presence that we call men and male. And thinking of that on Father's Day, my father actually made his transition about 8 years ago, and I was blessed. I have and had a fabulous, fabulous dad. He was always there for us. There was 4 of us, and he was right there coaching us and had us in all kinds of sports and right by our side, making sure that we were successful and that life was good for us. And there was never a moment where he didn't make me really know that he was deeply proud of me. And that's a nice feeling from your parents. So I wanted to share with you some dad sayings, because it's funny here, as I went through them, I bet all of our dads said a lot of these same ones. And I just want to open your heart and allow you to remember your dad and on this beautiful day. So here we go. Were you born in a barn? Close the door. Don't worry, it's only blood. You didn't beat me, I let you win. Don't you know any normal boys? It's my favorite. A little dirt never hurt anyone, just wipe it off. Get your elbows off the table. I'll tell you why, because I said so, that's why. This is my favorite, and this shows our age. I'm not sleeping, I was watching that channel. Eat it, it'll grow hair on your chest. If your friend jumped off a bridge, would you? Don't make me stop the car. You know you're always going to be daddy's little girl. It's nice. Isn't it funny how they all get the same lines and you swear you're not going to use them, but how many of you use those same ones? It's like over and over again. So it's my joy to be with you here today. We're traveling this year through transformational, or tools for transformation, transformational truths for transformation. And today we're talking about some key words called immersion and expansion. And so, one of the things that's important to know about our spiritual journey is that our spiritual journey is about remembering. It's about awakening. It's about where our focus is. And so the things that we learn and what we do is we place ourselves in powerful situations, situations that have high vibration, so that we remember. It's already within us. We are pure spirit. We are pure God. But based on where we've had our focus and where we've had our attention, sometimes we're not remembering. And so the part of our spiritual journey is to shift our focus, to remember, to bring our attention to important things. And with our attention, we have intention, and that which we put our focus on expands. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about expanding our spiritual self. We're talking about the emergence from spirit to to our earthly material world, to our spiritual world, emerging through this life and expanding our consciousness and living in the fullest God consciousness that is possible. On Wednesday night, I have the honor of doing the Wednesday night service. This year, the entire year, we're following a book that's called The Way of Mastery. It's written by the Shanti Christo Foundation. It's 35 lessons. It's kind of like the next step past the Course of Miracles. It's a beautiful book because it's really succinctly written, and it is powerful lessons, almost like of Ernest Holmes and the Bible and the Tao and Eckhart Tolle and Byron Katie and all the great masters. It's almost succinct all this wisdom into these 35 powerful lessons. So we're utilizing them to remember. That's what it's for. It's to all things are to remember, to give us something to contemplate on and to make the choice of where our consciousness and our awareness is. But of this teaching, the way of mastery, and actually of the entire spiritual path, there's 3 really core principles that we probably work on our entire life. And we need to apply them, if you will, to every aspect. As we can remember them, as we can embody them, then we attempt to apply them to every situation that we have in our life. And the 3 principles really are that you are the creator. We must take responsibility, 100% responsibility for everything that is in our life, that's unfolding, that's in our awareness. Number 2 is all events are neutral. We place the value upon them. We give it the energy, positive or negative, that it has. The event itself is neutral. And thirdly, it is love that transforms all things. And so I want to talk about those on a little individual basis. First, starting with the concept that you are 100% responsible for every single thing that's created in your life. I see a friend of mine here. She hates that one. Absolutely hates it. How can that be? And that's true. You know, we don't like that one. And it used to be in religious science that the focus and shift would go, well, how did you create that? But we really have evolved spiritually to really know that when we can fully accept that whatever's in our world is in some way, shape, or form a vibrational match. It may not be an exact one. It's like, how would I create child abuse, or how would I create whatever that is in my life? It's a vibration that's a match for it. But until we can accept complete responsibility for it, then we can't change it. If we don't accept responsibility for it, if we don't know that we can look at whatever the creation is that's before us, we can shift our awareness and shift our consciousness, that until we know that we can do that, then we're just a victim to life, a victim to things happening to us and bad things happening and this, that, and the other. But that's the most powerful part of this teaching, is that we, through our awareness, through our consciousness, through our attention and our intention, we can transform all things. All things are possible with God. And that's where our power lies. That's where we're empowered in this life. So we only have one thing that we need to do. We need to look at it and say, do I want it or not? Do I like it or do I not? And then we move and shift accordingly as we choose to. But the most important thing to know about that, the most important thing to know that we are the creators of our experience, is that we are not to judge them. For it is in beating ourselves up, it is in judging, it is making it wrong, it is thinking that we're broken and we need to fix something, it is in thinking all of those things that we create our pain. It's in that resistance to what is, as Byron Katie says, it's our resistance to what is that creates all our suffering in the world. All events are neutral. So as we look at what's unfolding in our life, we can have our opinion, we're of this world, to decide if we like it or not. But it never is about blame and judgment and beating ourselves up for what's unfolding in our life. It always is about loving it. You see, we're of this world. And the precious, delicious part about being of it is that we're creating. Abraham says we are on the leading edge of creation. That's why we came from this pure positive energy aspect down into this time and space right here and now. Because here we can create. Here we have the contrast of different things that are going on. And we can create. And we don't create perfectly. But that's how creation expands and happens. That's what we're here for. So we come from this pure positive energy. We come from this vibration of the Most High, this pure spirit. We decide to make this incarnation, but in order to do that, we lower our vibration, because the physical world, the material world, is a slower vibration than high consciousness and the conscious spirit world. We do that. We enter into the womb of our mother, and from there we start picking up at a very slow pace how to operate in this world. Feelings, emotions, all of those. We're protected in this womb. And then we come forth into this world, and gradually we learn how to live in this world. You're supposed to. We're of this world. We need to know how to orchestrate it. So a lot of people call that the birth of the ego or whatever, but it's really the birth of the worldly personality. No big deal. And so we come in here and we learn how to survive, and how to be safe, and how to get love, and how to show love, and how to feel, and how to do all of these things. So our entire focus is in the world and how it works. And we do move into spots where we realize we pivot back to our spiritual world, where we start realizing, I'm more than this. At about age 2, we shift and we realize I'm not my mom. I'm separate from her. I can do my own things and have cause and effect. Same thing at about age 10 and 16. And when we get out of college or high school, or 18 or 22 or somewhere in there, we get that urge. We know that spiritual aspect, that spiritual being that we are, is there. But we don't have often the time, because our focus is so set on making a living, making sure we're housed, making sure we're safe, making sure we have food, making sure that we're doing well of this world. But then what happens is a shift takes place when things settle and our spirit just becomes alive. And because in there is all the good. In there is the high peaks of joy. In there are the high peaks of peace and love and those types of things in God, in those aspects of it. It's in the material world can spur it, but it's the focus on the God world, the divine world, that takes us to those vibrations of the Most High. That's why they say God is love and peace and joy and harmony. Those are high vibrations. But once we accept the responsibility of where our focus has been, it's our job to stay in balance. I want to share with you a couple of quotes from Marianne Williamson that talks just about this. She says, "There is nothing in this world that truly will give you peace. Nothing in this world will give you peace. For peace lies in our transcendence of the world." It's moving to those God spaces. Peace is God. "The evils of the world that confront me are a reflection of my own internal state, and no one can protect me from my own mind. It is not the circumstances, but the mind that is in need of healing, and the only healing is a return to love." And the World of Mastery says, "The world you see is the effect of the thoughts you have held in your mind." And this one's kind of blunt, but it's right in your face. "You could not experience running into a wall with your body if you were not vibrating at the same frequency of the wall." We have to take full responsibility of our lives. Lynn McTaggart, she's an incredible author. She wrote a brand new book that's coming out in a couple days called The Bond, How to Fix Your Falling Down World. And it is just on this subject. It's about redesigning our life. It's about moving and shifting into that, living in that God consciousness. Because of this world consciousness, there's not enough, there's competition, there's I win, you lose. And it's about shifting into that higher consciousness, that awareness of I win, you win, in a win-win awareness and consciousness. So the step of personally saying, I am the creator of my life. I've created this. I like it, yes. I'll keep it, no. I'll change it. I'll shift my awareness, my focus, is a core principle in every single thing that we have, because it's where our power lies. And then we move into that place where we realize that all events are neutral. Every event is neutral. That we're the one that are placing value on everything that's happening in our life. We call it good, we call it bad, whatever it is, we're placing the value on it. And what's important about that is our balance. is that we don't have resistance literally to what is. I was watching last night, some of you may have seen on Oprah's new network, she has a Super Soul Sunday, she calls it. And she had Debbie Ford, which Reverend Lori read about today. Debbie Ford has done a lot of work in what she calls shadow work. And that's realizing that there's some feelings and there's some things inside of us, what she calls our shadows, that's important for us to embrace, to accept. Meaning that we need to love every single aspect of ourselves. Every little part of our being. It's never about I need to be fixed or I need to change this or I have this major problem. It's literally about embracing all of me. I am a complex quantum soup of humanness and godness, and within that is a whole spectrum of feelings and things that I can go through, and I accept and I embrace all of them, every single one of them. For it's through acceptance that we don't have the resistance, that we're not pushing against it and actually expanding it. For resistance expands and acceptance allows the flow. It is actually opening and allows the transformation for God to come through. I remember in my own personal life and when I was raising kids and they were little, and I always worked commission jobs, straight commission jobs. And, that was sometimes difficult. Sometimes you get paid, sometimes you don't get paid. You had this whole yo-yo income type thing. And I used to work on my abundance. And I remember being really frustrated sometimes. And I just knew at a deep, deep level, I was smarter than this. I could manage this money. I could be successful at this. I just knew it. But still, things were yo-yoing, and it was going through that process that I now, as I look back, and it's easier to see when we look back, I can see that what was happening was as these things came forth, and as I chose to like them or not, or to do something different with them, that literally my entire being was transforming. Everything that was in me that was creating those situations that I didn't like were being transformed through my awareness, through my consciousness, through my desire to choose and to really know the power of who and what I am. Sometimes we get mad because that doesn't happen very fast. Why isn't it fixed? Why isn't it changed? I'm so sick of dealing with this situation. I thought I healed this one. I thought I did it. But the truth is that transformation is happening all the time. And it happens more rapidly through love, through acceptance, through embracing, through unconditionally loving ourselves, through accepting our frailties and the frailties of others. It's being completely okay with who and what I am and loving ourselves completely. I want to share something from the Way of Mastery on that. It says, you have never failed to create and attract precisely those beautiful lessons that have triggered for you what you most need to learn, what you most need to feel. In each moment, you exist in an exquisite perfection of your own making. Life is assisting you to create those experiences as stepping stones that carry you from where you are to where God is. Byron Katie says, I don't let go of my thoughts. I meet them with understanding, and then they let go of me. We love. It is no big deal. It is what it is. It is where my focus has been, where my attention has been. In that whole journey of birthing, once we step into the spiritual life, what we realize is we need to be in balance. If your life is heavy, if it's gray, if illness has taken your attention, if financial difficulties has taken your attention, or relationship issues, it's simply because you've had your focus and the majority of your focus there. And that's when life feels flat. That's when it feels gray. That's when it feels, that the joy is just kind of missing. No big deal. It's just you've had too much focus in this worldly world and the challenges and the creation of that. Our goal is to shift up, to balance out our focus, to be sure that we're watching the beauty of flowers and gardens and sunsets and beaches and love and birth and children and awe, as that statement says. If you're not in awe, you're not paying attention. And that's really a very valuable statement. If you're not feeling awe, if you're not in that excitement stuff, no big deal. You just had your focus over here for too long. Let's just shift it. Spend more time in God. Let's get some balance going on. It raises your vibration. It raises your perspective. And from there, you see things you can't see when your focus is in the worldly world and realm of things. It's powerful. The events are neutral. So let's not give them energy. Let's not resist them. Let's not fight what is. Let's just look at it, appreciate it, be in the moment, and choose to bring our focus to a higher perspective. That's how we float through life. That's how we get the good of life. Rumi has a beautiful poem about this. It's called The Guest House. It says, "This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, some monetary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor, some momentary. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep through your house and empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond." Life's unfolding, expansion is happening, good is happening. It happens through the contrast of good and bad. We're part of it. We're dancing, we're playing. We're part of this. Let's not give it more energy, more power, or anything more than what it literally is, and that is the expansion and the creation of life. And the third most powerful principle to apply to every aspect of our life is that it is love that transforms all things. It is love. That statement has ran true through this teaching all the way through. It is love that transforms all things. We don't have to fix it. We don't have to stress about it. It is love. It is as we give love, love does the work. There's a cell that science has been talking about lately. It's called an imaginal cell. Some of you may have heard of it. It's the cell that happens inside a caterpillar. So a caterpillar, when they're born, their entire purpose is to eat. All they do is eat, 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 eat. And they just get bigger, 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 bigger. I've done that myself. Eat, eat, bigger. But they shed their skin, and they shed it. I've shedded too, just back and forth, back and forth. But what they get to do, and we get to do too, is we get to go through the transformation. But they become a cocoon. And within that cocoon, what literally happens is that the caterpillar turns to this goop. It just like melts, and it becomes this goop. And in a new cell, which science has no idea where it comes from, a new cell, it's not from the goop, it's not part of the goop cell, it's a different cell that comes forth. It's called an imaginal cell. And one of them just shows up. And then another one shows up. And another one shows up. And at first, the immune system of the caterpillar thinks that it's something that it needs to fight, it needs to kill, it needs to destroy. And so it tries to attack it, but the cells are more powerful, and more and more of them show up, and they get this clump, and then sooner or later they're more powerful than the goo and the old caterpillar can do anything with. And from that, then these cells, they transform into different cells, different parts that are necessary for the caterpillar. For the butterfly. And then sooner or later, the butterfly is fully formed, and it breaks loose of its cocoon, and it goes forth and flies. They're called imaginal cells. They come out of nowhere, and they come for transformation. That's what love does. When we talk about love that transforms all things, that's what happened. You know, we got this whole quantum soup of all this stuff that's going on. But it's the power of love. It's putting our attention on love and our awareness on love. It's all of that in love, that these imaginal cells within us, if you will, start forming, start creating, start transforming that which has been in our body, that which has created the muck that we don't like anyways. It starts melting it down and transforming and making something new of us. Powerful. Love transforms all things. There's a beautiful quote. I was talking with Rick, Reverend Rick, about it, and he came up with a statement that was really good. It says, as your love expands, your life expands. Your good expands. I was reading a book. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a book. It's called Enjoy Every Sandwich. It's about a gentleman, a Dr. Lee, what's the last name? Let me get it right for it. I don't have it right here. Anyways, it's called Enjoy Every Sandwich. And it's a book about a journey. It's a gentleman that's about 54 years old that just made his transition last September. He's a doctor, and he worked with Dr. Ornish. And he spent his whole life teaching patients that were really ill and that had heart issues and all these issues, how to be alive, no matter what's going on in your body. You know, we're all going to get dis-ease. It's going to happen. We're all going to die. We don't know when or the day or the time. But while we're alive, we can be alive, fully alive. And that's what this book is about, and that he realized, you know, it's how powerful it is when we get to tap into the wisdom and the experiences of other people. It's like when people like that make those changes and those shifts, they tap into the infinite, and they bring back for us this beautiful wisdom that we can use. And it literally was about being alive. And what he says is that, what he realized is that the only thing there is love. He says, love is the happiest thing on life. Love is. And so he said, in reference to his bucket list, he said, in his bucket list, he says, I have been loved and I am loved, or I have loved and I have been loved, and my bucket list is complete. Yes, we can travel around and we can experience those things, but there's nothing like love and how powerful that is. Love transforms all things. If we're feeling bad, do whatever we can to shift to love, to make that immersion from the physical world to the spiritual world, to change our focus and our attention to the spiritual world. It will do the work for us. It will transform. It will shift. It'll change. It'll do everything for us. We just put our attention on there until we come to the part where we're living of that always. And so every experience we have, we see God in it. Everything we look at, we see God in it. Everything that unfolds, we see God in it. We just become this aspect, this vibration of God, and we bring it to everything we do and all that we are in this human life. That's how we expand, grow, and emerge in this God consciousness. And one other thought I want to leave with you that made a difference for me. Time. You know, we live in a society that's always rushing. Short, out of time here, out of time there, got to get here, driving in fast in the car, this, that, and the other. And I just want to invite you to contemplate, to think about. It came to my attention. I have a choice. Either time or peace. It's literally one or the other. Because if I'm rushing, I'm not in peace. And I want to be in peace because peace is of God. And in God, time expands. It's amazing what happens. So as I'm doing things quickly, I try to remember, do I want time or peace? And I want to leave with this final poem. It's called Slow Dance. It says, do you run through each day on the fly? When you are asked, how are you? Do you hear the reply when you ask, how are you? When the day is done, do you lie in your bed with the next 100 chores running through your head? Have you ever told your child, we'll do it tomorrow, and in your haste not see their sorrow? Ever lost touch, let a good friendship die because you never had time to call and say hi? When you run so fast to get somewhere, you miss half the fun of getting there. When you worry and hurry through your day, it's like an unopened gift just thrown away. Life is not a race. Do take it slower. Hear the music before the song is over. You see, in God, everything's at a slow pace. The sunrise, the sunset, the formation of a baby in the womb, the opening of the flowers, the closing of the flowers. Everything is at a slow pace. That's what we can be. We can slow down. We can see the God presence everywhere. We can have faith and trust in knowing it's all unfolding perfectly, that everything is a stepping stone from where we are to where God is, our whole truth. That's the beauty of it. Timeless truths for transformation. Emergence into the God presence and the God consciousness that we really are. It's there for us, filled with good, awaiting our awareness of it. Let us turn within together as we just give thanks. Closing our eyes to this outside world, for it is through that aspect of meditation, when we're looking with our eyes open, we get caught in this world of effects. We close our eyes and we slip into the vastness of the infinite, something bigger and grander than we are. We slip into God. It's through this awareness that I open my heart and my entire being, recognizing that God is and I am, and there is nothing else. That all things unfold for my good, that this power and presence is right by my side, never leaving, always guiding, always supporting, always giving me the strength, the courage, and everything I need to be the brightest star in the sky. For I am that essence, that place where God makes manifest its glory and its good, and each of us are. I claim it, I know it, and I allow it to be. And so it is. Amen.
Shandakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Shandakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadaram Gagana Sadrasham Shahantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Amen. Dominus illuminatio me. Amen. Dominus illuminatio me. Amen. Dominus illuminatio me. Amen. Vishnu, 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 Vishnu. Shandakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadaram Gaganasadrasham Shandakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Amen. Amen. Namaste.
That is Nadine Rashah. What a gift, huh? God, it gives you goosebumps. Thank you. So beautiful. That chant, her first song, and many more are on her CDs. Be sure you pick them up and support her. So this is the time of our service for our tithes and offerings. It's our time for us to be consciously aware, to give our attention, our focus to the abundance that runs through and as our life. Every ounce of energy, which is abundance, that has come forth to you has come forth for one purpose only. It's come forth from God to bless you. It's fully there for your blessing, to enhance your life, to give you all the sweetness of life. And then it goes forth from you, and you become that divine circulator, those divine hands that hands it forward for one purpose only. So the next person that touches it receives their blessings fully. You see, we are these divine circulators that are forever receiving and giving blessings. As we are open to receive for the universe, it showers itself upon us. And so this is our opportunity to do just that, to pass it forward to this spiritual center. We give to those areas that we want to see expanded, those areas that are making the world that we want to see. So we give to this spiritual center for just that, because it touches thousands of lives a year. And each thought transformed to a higher vibration affects the entire world. That's what we want to see more of. So thank you and bless you for your support of this spiritual center. Thank you to those that mail them in when they're not here, because just to support us as they're gone, and those on our auto tithe program that support the center too. We so appreciate your love and your blessings that you give so generously. So let's take our offering and place it next to our heart and give great thanks. For gratitude is the exact same vibration of abundance. And so it's in this place of gratitude that I say, thank you, Mother, Father, God, for this good that has blessed my life. I open my entire vessel, my vehicle, to be that place where the divine circulation flows abundantly through and as me, reaping those benefits and passing them on out to the world. It's with great gratitude that I give thanks, blessing this offering, knowing it goes forth to bless and prosper all whom it touches. Great gratitude, I give thanks. And so it is. Amen. I'd like to call the ushers forward at this time as we say our affirmation together that says, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. One more time. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. That is our Seaside band. That's Bob on the saxophone, Pat on the drums, Reverend Fran doing it all, and Tom on the bass. Special thank you to Reverend Lori for supporting us today, and to our guest artist, Nadine Rashad. Thank you to Ed for doing sound and Steve Grant for doing our audio visual. We have Carolyn Holder back as practitioner holding the light, and her with Michelle Tiernan are waiting for you in the prayer room to make sure your vibration is so high you go flying out of here. So go see them for sure. Is anybody here for the first time today? If so, I'd like to invite you to stand up. We have a wonderful gift for you that we would like to share with you. And make sure that you have. Thank you for sharing your day with us here today. Do come back and see us again. We love having you. May you go forth into this beautiful day filled with the light. So thank you for being here. Let's see, lots going on here at Seaside. If you were lucky and won the Gourmets for God on the bids, they're wanting your money. So because the Gourmet for Gods are starting, there's a table set up back there. Please go back and see what you won and make your payment for that so that these things can all get started. It saves them a lot of work of having to call everybody, and that's a big job. So please make it easy for them and be part of that. Wanted to let you know that The Way of Mastery, the book that I was speaking about that we're talking about all year, has a discussion group that starts tomorrow night. It's at 6 o'clock, just from 6 to 8, and it's a discussion group. You don't have to have read it. It's a suggested love offering of $10, but money's never an issue. Just come be with us as we talk about the cards and pull the cards out. Cute they are. We draw cards and read from the cards and get to take advantage of everybody's wisdom, so we're glad that you're there. Aren't these kids beautiful? Good job. Are you being carried? You are, huh? What a good big brother that is. Again, one more time, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day. Thank you to all the fathers. I hope your day is beautiful as you go out and it's great as usual. Hopefully you got your rose. If not, there's some more available for us out there. So let's do what we love to do, and that is to pray. What I want to do is invite you to think of anybody that is in your life that you know that could use a prayer, that could use our attention and our heart and our love going towards them. Put them in your mind, and let's go together into the light. Bringing with us all beings, bringing with us everyone that walks this planet, bringing with us ourselves in our own compassion for being of this life, being willing to be on that leading edge, being willing to forge forward into new territories and create and try and make something new. We are all here. And there's something powerful that we are. It is our spirit. It is the spirit that is made in the image and likeness of God. It is together in our oneness, that one power, that one presence that cannot be touched by anything of this world. No dis-ease, no lack, no challenges in relationships, nothing. It is that spirit of who and what I am that I speak to right here and now, of each of us and our loved ones and those that are experiencing some sort of strife. I see God. I know that every step is a stepping stone from where we are to a higher expression of a truth of our being, clearing out those worldly things that are in the way so that our light shines brightly, unobstructed out into this world. For that process cannot and will not be denied. I claim it right here and right now for each of us. I give great thanks to this beautiful presence that we call God, that we call life, that we call love, beauty, intelligence. And with a heart that's filled with gratitude, I release this word into that eternal yes, knowing that it is done. I watch with awe as I see the manifestation, the activity of God. And so it is. Amen.
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I did not know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, way. You got to let it go. Let it all go. And this is what we have to say. Come on! I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life.
And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God.
There's
No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
You know
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God.
There's
No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light.
See the
I
light.
am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for
Now,
God.
Seaside, you take one. Woo! Yeah. There's a no more struggle,
no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for
And our affirmation for today is infinite possibilities are available to me. Together.
Infinite possibilities are available to me.
Again.
Infinite possibilities
are available
available
to me. And the Grace song.
I'm living in love.
I'm living in peace.
I'm living my life for what I believe. Through joys and through fears, in this world I walk. God's grace shines on me, and it shines on us all. We are living in grace. We are living in grace. We are living in grace. We're living in love. We're living in peace. United we stand as one family. We honor all truth as together we walk. God's grace moves through me, and it moves through us all. We are living in grace. We are living in grace. We are living in grace. We are living in grace.
Amen, amen. Hallelujah.
Amen.